The next example is the clip that you just saw, and it's of me taking a parry riposte on the back line with my back knee and my back hand down. And I'm in a very controlled situation. I just crouched down and put my hand and knee on the ground to enable more control. It's not like I fell to the ground in an uncontrolled way, sideways or something. I just lowered myself to the ground with my knee and my hand on the ground. Many people think that 3 points on the ground stops the action or something, but it actually doesn't. According to rule t.27, displacing the target and ducking are allowed even if during the action the unarmed hand and or the knee of the rear leg comes into contact with the piece. That means that what you just saw in the video from me is perfectly legal. And this situation doesn't happen very much in Sabre, but it happens much more often in foil and epee. But many times you'll see someone in the first zone fall short and put their hand or their knee on the ground and just expect a halt to be called. That should not be a legal halt according to the rules. And sometimes people literally just kind of wobble to the side and put their hand up and say halt. That is certainly not grounds for a halt. Losing your balance, putting your back hand or your back knee on the ground is not cause for a halt according to the rules. And if we think that it should be, that's fine, but we need to update the rules accordingly.
My suggestion for this situation is to keep the rules the same, but to enforce the situation better. There is no reason this should be a halt, and if the person puts their hand and or back knee down during a lunge and makes no effort to get back up and defend themselves, then this should be a yellow card for falling to avoid a touch. Otherwise, you allow the person to make a monster lunge that they can't get up from with no downside at all. If they make their lunge and they hit, they've gotten a huge boost in their range, but if they don't, then they get an immediate halt. Seems like a broken strategy that needs to be patched to me.
And last but not least, I'd like to thank my Emerald and Platinum patrons, David Amrani, Jonah Atkinson, Tiffany Miller, Roman Bruce, and Veronica Saran for their very generous contributions to this channel. Any other names you see are gold patrons. Thank you guys so much for the contributions. They really help out a lot and will enable me to make more videos like this. If you have any more ideas for what you want to see next, you can vote on those things on my Patreon page. To help support the channel, you can find links to my Patreon, PayPal, and Venmo accounts in the video information. Thanks guys, see you next time.